Hello, game? Okay. Hello, hello, hello. We're scuffed from the get-go. It Vimbert. And it's Tuesday evening, so it's time for more Nuzlocke. This week, we're going up to the 8th and final gym. If you haven't seen this before, this is a competitive Nuzlocke I do with two friends of mine, my rivals, Valen Ironclad and Hugh Gaming. And we Nuzlocke through all the Pokemon franchise, generation by generation, week by week, gym by gym. I have never played the Gen 4 games before, so I'm doing this semi-blind. I'm having to look up some stuff because there is a PvP element to this through the magic of Pokemon Showdown. A site I continue to be amazed Nintendo does not swing a giant copyright hammer at, but I'm grateful it exists. There was a little showdown last Friday on Hugh's channel, and I managed to win a hard-fought victory against Valen, but once again, I couldn't beat Hugh. Still, that's another 15 points picked up. I'm at 285 in a firm second place. I'm hoping I can start to close the gap on him a little bit more. Also apologize for starting a little bit late. I mentioned in my Fire Emblem stream I did earlier today that I was starting to feel a little off, and that started to come back with a vengeance. So I'm going to play tonight a little bit by ear, but I might have to abruptly cut this short. I'm going to try not to, because it might lead to some awkward things off stream as far as like grinding a little bit and then having to grind a little on stream tomorrow. And I'm also doing an interview tomorrow, so I need to make sure tomorrow's Pokeboomers stream is short. I don't know. It's a whole thing. We're just gonna... Right, the Snow City sucks and we can't use the bicycle. We're just gonna play it by ear, see how things work. Level cap for this week is 49, which is based off of Volkner's Ace. And I actually need to update my own notes. His Ace is 50 in Platinum. So I'll be at that level for PvP on Friday. I have given everyone a little bit of XP since you last saw them. First, to get them to the PvP level cap of 44 for last week, for the PvP showdown, and then, because I spied on Valen playing a little bit, and saw that XP really didn't seem to be an issue for him. So I figured I should probably dunk a preemptive level into everybody just to be safe. I'm also going to give Brute Justice the... well, yeah, it is kind of hard to give Brute Justice experience most of the time. Because it's like, it's a very defensive Pokemon, so I feel like there's not going to be a whole lot of instances where I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, you know, it's a tough Pokemon. Use Brute Justice. That's what Lurker Below is for. I believe what we had to do was go forth and head to the lake, because they didn't let me go there before. Until I beat the gym for some reason. Acuity. Right, Lake Acuity. Hope everybody is having a good Tuesday evening. Please don't be a shiny. If you're American, like me, I hope you went and voted, and that's all that I'll talk about politics. We've all heard a lot about politics, and I feel like even political folks are pretty sick of it. Plus, you know, it's Pokemon. No room for politics here, just, you know, crazy terrorist leaders who want to, like, remake the universe or whatever. You know, just good, wholesome family fun. And we finally get to deal with those clowns this week. Maybe I'll actually see them being competent, and they'll start to impress me. I doubt it. The effect is a little blunted by also spying on Hugh's stream and seeing what they do in Platinum, which, you know, genuinely a little bit impressed. Okay, looks like they're not blocking things anymore. You're not getting away with this, Team Galactic. I don't remember which one of them Jupiter is. Is she the lady? I think Jupiter's the lady? Oh, are you finished already? Your Pokemon aren't bad, but you're laughably weak. You honestly thought you could save the Pokemon of the lake? Become the Pokemon champion? Dream on, little kid. But ew, it's so cold here. Let's go back to the Veilstone HQ. Oh, don't I know you? We met in Eterna City. Listen, Team Galactic is going to do something huge for everyone's sake. That's why you should keep out of Team Galactic's way. Don't come whining about poor Pokemon and other trivial junk like that. Don't waste your time coming to our HQ in Veilstone. Now if you'll excuse me. And for some reason I do, despite the fact that I know that they're bad news. Yeah, that's right. I couldn't do anything against Team Galactic. A Pokemon called Uxie, it was suffering. I'm going to get tougher. It's not about winning or losing, that's not good enough. I have to be stronger. Okay. Now, is there anything I can catch here at the lake proper? Oh yeah, I got another shot at a Sneasel. Nice. However, I don't have my surf Pokemon with me. A little bit awkward. So we'll just head back to town and grab that. Because I need to get in the grass for that, you know? Sneasel isn't just swimming around. Can't imagine why it wouldn't want to swim when, you know, it's all nice and completely freezing cold. I always welcome the lurk, you know, I do, anti-hero. Alright, I need to grab a little Hogger. No, I don't think Brute Justice is going to be much help in terms of catching. I should... Oops. I was going to say I should just grab my Fly Pokemon right after, so... I can be prepared. I'm assuming it's a Sneasel... I mean, yeah, I won't want Rayquaza out there. Alrighty then. Just vibe into that slow snow sound. Winter is actually my favorite season. I'm excited that it's on its way. I know a lot of people struggle with it or have problems with it. Never me. I've always been an enthusiastic enjoyer of winter. You know, I don't enjoy driving in it, but everything else, so good. I've actually once gotten when I lived in the San Francisco Bay Area, I got seasonal affective disorder from not having winter. Which is probably insane to most people, but, like, I just started feeling anxious for no reason, and, like, it was like, what is wrong? Why am I reacting this way? Why do I feel just, like, impending dread over nothing? And then I was like, oh, it's because it's December, and it's 70 degrees outside every day, forever. There's no snow, there's no cold, and I was like, oh. Oh, god damn it. I've been ruined forever by the cold and frozen north. Can I bike? Seriously? Can't even bike at the lake? This sucks. Anyway, I have 5 chances here, because I can't catch duplicate Pokemon. Alright, Repel wore off. It would ideally be better to try at, probably be better to try once it hits night in-game. Because then there's less chance of these bozos, but oh well. First duplicate. Come on, game, what else you got? Try number 2. We have... it's another Bibarel. Great. Odds are I'm not gonna get anything good here. But you know, a man's gotta try. Gotta have options. You never know when I pull a new Pokemon and it's just... seriously, game? Duplicate number 3. I don't even like Sneasel. I don't want it. It's just dark and ice. It's just such dumb types. Nobody's running Psychic, and like ice. Why would you want ice? I do have a Golduck, so a Psyduck counts as a duplicate Pokemon. Duplicate number 4. One last chance. And then I will have to move on. And actually do plot. Number 5. Oh my god, we did it at the last minute. It's Sneasel. Right, now what can I use against it that's not going to kill it? I think it can tank Hidden Power. Because this is Ghost. And then again, it's a lot lower level than me. I think I just, no, it's not night yet. Let me just chuck Ultra Balls. Give that a couple tries, and if that fails, I'll put in... I don't even know. What does Dark resist? I guess I could bring out Hogger. But then I'd be worried that the Sneasel would actually beat the hell out of it. Ultima could maybe... No, Ultima's really strong. That's the trouble. All my Pokemon are built for PvP. I don't have one that's good at just, like, catching dudes. Let me try a Hidden Power. Okay, Fury Swipes. 1. Okay, that was a crit. I was like, excuse? 2. 3. 4. 5. Jesus. That's too much. Okay, it does... Well, that certainly doesn't get me at risk of killing it, but that's barely any damage either. Lurker Below, do you have, like, anything that wouldn't... It would resist Ice Fang, right? Yeah, it would resist Ice Fang. And I only get hit neutral by ice, so... I'll try this. Let's try this. I'm a little worried Lurker Below's gonna do its Lurker Below thing in just one shot anyway. Stop. Okay, nice. That works. That works for me. Ultra Ball, go. Really? Might need to train up a Pokemon just for, like, catching Pokemon that has false swipe and everything. Come on, Sneasel. Get in the Pokeball. Why are you like this? I don't know when a Timer Ball starts being effective. Progressively better the more turns there are in a battle. Let me give those a try if this doesn't work. Come on. Get in the Pokeball. Do it! Sure, Great Ball works where Ultra Ball doesn't. Makes perfect sense. What is this, Pokemon Master Trainer, the board game? It feeds on eggs stolen from nests. Its sharply hooked claws rip vulnerable spots on prey. Alrighty, let's give it a nickname. My theme is MMO raid bosses. Looking over my list here. Oh hey, this would finally fit. Let's go with good old... Or wait. I might be getting my bosses confused. Hang on. Okay. Nope, I was thinking of the correct one. Going to name this Sephiroth, after the big old ice dragon from World of Warcraft. Not a perfect fit, but, you know, ice-themed. Alright. Now it's off to Veilstone City to beat up some terrorists. As is a 12-year-old's duty in these games. Apparently. And along the way, I'll take a look at, new Sneasel. See if it's, something worth considering. Though as you has pointed out, there is a surprising amount of fire in the Pokeboomers this generation, considering how screwed we are for fire. So, I don't know. Alrighty, where did you land in here? There you are. You are hasty nature. Gonna assume that's plus speed minus something. Plus speed minus defense, which doesn't seem ideal. Damn, that's very speedy. Alrighty, let me do the scumbag thing and check your stats. Sneasel, 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 Sneasel. I don't like doing this, but with my opponents doing it, I feel like my hand is kind of forced. Honestly, if I was gonna make a rule, it would be no IV checking. Though it would be impossible to enforce. HP, special attack, and special defense are pretty good. Attack and speed are fine. And defense is garbage. That doesn't seem great. Kind of feels like its weaknesses are amplified and its strengths aren't that emphasized, so... Unfortunately, I don't think we'll be using... Oh, hey, it comes with an item? Yeah, give me that Grip Claw. What's that do? Oh, right, I need to restore my team. Fair enough, Fox. I will probably be coming into the stream later. I know I'm gonna miss the most surprising part. But enjoy Doki Doki. Oh, and Fox, if you're still here, when you do start streaming, I would reiterate the content warnings very strongly. You're gonna get into intense stuff, like, right away. Alrighty. What was I? Oh, that's right, that's right, that's right. And yeah, thank you for lurking until it was go time. I would like to reintroduce Amon, the Gastrodon. What's Shelos's evolution called again? I think they are going to be... He is going to be a key Pokemon in the gym. So I wanted to show him off a bit, because it was just a little Shelos, and I haven't been using him for the longest time, but was able to delay evolution him long enough to learn Recover in time for this week. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good call. That is a good call. And hopefully the stress does not hit too hard, but it might. It might. Hard to say. Who can know, truly? Alright, now I've got a Team Galactic to annihilate. These clowns have been running around for too long. Oh, hey. There, would you look at those antennae? I don't know what they do, but those are some mighty impressive antennae. Hey, it's you! I bet you don't remember me, but I sure remember you. Pretty much. Because of you, they took my Clefairy away. My partner called it quits and went back to his old country. Oh, these were the, This was Macho Man Randy Savage and friend. I don't know anything about any storage key. I don't remember the voice he got because he wasn't Macho Man Randy Savage. He doesn't know anything, huh? What an incompetent boob. Hello, my Pokemon's fists have an appointment with your leader's face. Everything belongs to Team... Is this not where I go? Is this not where I go? This is their HQ, yeah? Yeah, Galactic Maelstone built. Oh, there's the storage, right, where I got Fly from. I completely forgot about this place. The rest encrusted door is locked, appears to take a special key. Yeah, it snapped off, alright. A dusk stone. Nice. Okay, I guess that's nothing. Alright, let's start mixing it up with some, no doubt, incredibly weak Team Galactic trainers. I've been with Team Galactic for 5 years. I haven't gotten a promotion yet. That's rough, buddy. Do you at least get dental? Also, is the game loud? It feels really loud in my ears, but I have it turned down in OBS, so maybe it's fine. Let me know if I need to adjust. Well, what do we hear? Trainers lost their way? Yeah, I'm real afraid of your... Level 32 Wurmple? Okay, you have like an actual Pokemon. I'm almost impressed. Anyway. Thunder God Sid, teach him the meaning of fear. Oh, a critical hit even. Thunder God just doles out critical hit after critical hit. I love it. A little bit on Brute Justice. You're lost, but you won. That burns me up to 11. Yeah, okay, buddy. I've got enough medicine and supplies in my backpack to supply a small army of trainers, so I should be good to just charge through here. I might get lost a time or 6. We'll see. Wait, this way looks like plot, actually. Because I can see another area over there. With, like, items. I'm usually good at taking the wrong path that leads to treasure. Okay, no, I can't go there yet. One thing that actually my complete lack of directional awareness works for me in a lot of JRPGs. Because usually you have like, oh, here's the path you need to go to, like, continue. And then here's the path you go to get all the sweet loot. You're the first intruder we've had in our HQ. I'm the only intruder you need. 2 Pokemon. They're probably both real weak. Oh, Dustox. I like Dustox, but man, I wish it was better. You are Poison Bug. You do not actually have the flying subtype. So... return? I'm just gonna be smashing things up with Thunder God for a bit. Because I think I'm gonna really need him for the Cyrus fight. So I want to focus XP on him, but at the same time I want Brute Justice ready to go. Oh god, now for the guessing game. Does Bronzor have Levitate, or does it have Fireproof? I feel like they usually have Levitate, so... Ultima, get out there and Fire Punch it. Which is the main reason I was fine with benching Rapidash for a little bit, because, like, I love Rapidash, but man, just cannot take a hit worth anything, and that's not good in a Nuzlocke. I hate it, because I think Rapidash is a cool Pokemon, but not without problems, so I tell you what. I feel like all the Bronzors just default to having Levitate, which, to be fair, is probably the better ability. Like, I'm happy with my Bronzong having Heatproof. Oh, sure, why don't you just get all cocky about it? I will, thank you, and thank you for the money. Because it messes with you, and that's something I'm always in favor of. But I do think that on the whole, Levitate is a better ability, because it straight up immunes a type. And it's a type that, if you're facing it, it's usually extremely scary. Fire just cuts a move type down to normal damage. The only time I feel like it's good if you're fighting people is pure element of surprise. And that only works once, or if your opponents get careless, which is less likely in this little contest of ours. Anyway, I'm a Team Galactic member, but I don't even have a Pokemon. The grunties for the grunts, it's my fault though. Still don't know how the warp panels connect. Wow. When you're bottom of the barrel at Team Galactic, you know your life is not going well. I think this is the Galactic Girl sprite. Who do you think you are? Desecrating the halls of our HQ? I'm Star Fox, clearly. Okay, it is. They look so similar on the overworld that it's really hard to, like, determine which is which. And, like, you know, they could have some NB members in there, but let's be real, this is Pokemon. They're almost definitely not going to do something like that unless it's, like, by extreme accident, and it gets through the Japanese censors. And then gets translated over, one for one. Glamio, right. I don't think there's a need to swap to my fighting type, just hit it with a return. Alright. Grunts are about as expected. A tough little trainer is what you are. Ma'am, do not condescend to me. I just whipped you. Also, can you give me a hint about the teleporters, though? System around warp panels, do you think you will... God damn it. Pokemon's like, well, I could design a dungeon. Or there could be a teleporter puzzle. Why are you like this, Pokemon? Why must you torture me so? Still, this doesn't look awful so far. Yeah, so far it's pretty one way. Let me guess, does that lead down? Oh, this is, I bet, the area with the item. Nope. Hey now, our HQ is a state-of-the-art facility. A snot-nosed kid like you ought to keep your dirty hands to yourself. Sure. Sure thing, Frederick. Oh shit, you have a Kadabra. I don't care how much I out-level it by, I will never take a Kadabra or Alakazam lightly. Not ever again. Not even if it belongs to Team Galactic. Or more likely this dude's like a contractor. Having a Pokemon this good is not allowed in Team Galactic unless you're like a commander. So this dude is definitely not a part of Team Galactic. He's just like a contractor that they brought in to be the scientific and Pokemon battling heavy muscle. Unfortunately, they trained his Kadabras wrong. That's a joke. I'm just chugging water. Hoping that helps flush out whatever garbage is in my system. I've got family coming here soon. I really hope I'm not getting sick. You and your Pokemon weren't part of my calculations. Exactly, I am the unknowable X Factor. This looks like plot. This is Well, instincts tell me this is the right way, so I should go back the other way? Oh, never mind. Instincts were wrong. TM36, Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb's good. I don't know what I put it on mind, but... Here we go, Galactic Key. Nice. Are you not a trainer? Team Galactic will set free all Pokemon of all nature! Team Galactic will then own it all! Okay. You know, like, what has Cyrus done to earn the loyalty of all these followers? Like, with Giovanni, I get it. He was a crime lord. With Aqua and Magma... Huh. I retract my complaint. Because it's not unique to these clowns with Team Galactic. Can't dodge this one. I'm like this close to getting my promotion to Commander? I'll impress a great boss by making you my newest trophy. Sir, step away from the child. Okay, you had 3 Pokemon. You're gonna be a... Ah! Here's Wurmple, man. I knew it was coming. Yeah, I'm real sure you have a level 32 Wurmple, and you're this close to making Commander. Uh-huh. I believe you, buddy. You can do nothing that you set your mind... I mean, everything you set your mind on. This Grunt's such a chump. Okay, Dustox, that's more respectable, but that really should have been the case for your other Mon, too. And it's still gonna get blown up by return, probably. Heck of a good move. Hey, up. TG Sid just wiping out terrorists left and right. Oh, sorry. But I mean, what is there really to say about beating up the most pathetic team in Pokemon? Oh, I wish this never happened. Yeah, me either. This was, like, probably not even worth my Pokemon's time. I think he needs to re-examine his life priorities. He doesn't want a death stick. He wants to go home and rethink his life. Some people, like you, just don't understand why we do what we do. You don't understand Team Galactic, so why is it that you defy us? You know, you were almost there. You were this close to, like, the classic, like, people fear what they don't understand, which is, like, not right in your case, but it could be, like, a more legit line of reasoning. You were this close to having, like, an actual, complete, reasoned point. I understand what Team Galactic is about, I find it laughable, and I feel it best to put you out of your misery. You're a bunch of edgy 8th graders who never matured. They're like, ugh, I will create my own universe, and then get my revenge on all the bullies that bullied me. I mean, like, I was that kid, I get it, but like, eventually you gotta learn that living well is the best kind of revenge, right? At least that's my theory. Special key is needed, use the Galactic Key, yes. TM41 frustration, we're never gonna use this. Guess that's it, eh? Do you also... Oh, you are a trainer. Intruder alert! There's something smelly about you. No. That's just your stunky, dude. Ah, crap. Alright, I'm betting this one also has extra, not extra sensory, that's an attack. Also has levitate, so... I'm a charging my fire punch. That's annoying, actually. You might live through this. Yep. Yeah, you did live through it. I'm a little bit... Okay. Well, I was about to say I'm impressed, but then you followed it up with that. Like, I guess now you won't get burned, but... Unless you've got one heck of a follow-up, this is not gonna help you. Okay, Stunky. Oh, hey, he did have a Stunky. How about that? I never remember what types you are. You're like Poison Dark? Or like Poison Ground or something? Anyway, I know you're definitely Poison. So I think I might bust out Rafflesia and just Earthquake you? Does that make sense? Yeah, let's go with that. Ultima could probably get the job done just fine, but may as well be a little more sure. Oh, come on, man. You don't gotta play like that. Nice. Very good, very good. Oh, it was my... You see? I told you. I knew what it was right from the get-go. Vimbert knows best. That is not true. That is a complete lie. With Pokemon, I frequently feel like I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so this area for teleporters was really not that bad. In fact, it was pretty straightforward. Like, I'm shocked. I feel like every other teleporter system in Pokemon has been a lot more convoluted. Not complaining, by the way. That is a compliment coming from me. I'm fine with a simple series of teleporters. Anyway, now that I have the Galactic Key, I can go ahead and enter their main building. And, you know, give my Pokemon a quick little heal along the way. For the most part, not really needed, since they've barely been scratching me, but... long as I'm going topside anyway. I do think I'm going to be doing the gym hard mode this week, which means no super effective moves for the whole gym. There is, apparently, another Steelix, but, like, with 2 ground types on my team, Amon and Rafflesia, I think the gym's gonna be a piece of cake. Like, honestly, if it weren't for, like, his, oh god, which one is it? The Octopus has a little bit of grass coverage, or I could probably just throw him on at the problem, and also has ice coverage, or I could just throw Rafflesia at the problem. Because they both have self-heals, and they both immune out electric-type moves, so easy peasy. Is this not where I need to be? Galactic Key. There wasn't anywhere else to go in that other building, right? Like, I got the key. I'm making a face at the screen right now. Y'all can't see it. But... oh! Right, this place. Wait, this is just a shortcut. Yeah, because I fought the scientist. That takes me over there. I fought that trainer. This takes me over and around. I cracked open the door here. There was just a TM. And there's like nothing else. Nothing smelled. Am I losing my mind? Wait, did I come into this area from the teleporter, maybe? Yeah, this just leads me back to the entrance. Yeah, this was the entrance to the whole area. Is there some other area I can get into now that I have the other key? I think the only other one was that shortcut over there. Right? And I cracked that open. Was there something in the warehouse itself? Oh, never mind. Yeah, the warehouse is just nothing. Okay. Oh wait, is it like the Gen 2 rocket hideout? Where you have to step on the same teleporter you just warped in from? Probably it's something like that. Something stupid. Okay, I know these just go end to end. This teleporter goes over here, which leads to the staircase. The scientist man. This leads to the shortcut. Yeah. Okay. So then where do I go? Okay, so teleporter was nothing. Down staircase was how I entered the area. So I go up. There's a teleporter over there and a teleporter over there, but I can't reach there. Do I need to interact with one of, like, the terminals? I'm... If somebody has an idea, please, help end my suffering. Because I don't... I feel like I'm going crazy. This is just... This is a very simple area. Like, there's no side paths that I didn't explore. Right? And I couldn't use that special teleporter. Yeah, I can't use the green teleporter if I went in the front door. Does this one grunt have a hint? Going around warp panels, do you think you will... Okay, let me try the dumb Gen 2 thing. Nope, that's no good. How the hell? Grunts, please. This sets me back. Gruntiest of the grunts. Yeah, they'll take away your garbage Pokemon. Lock doors only open with a special key. I'd tell you, but I really don't know. Went out of my way to deliver to my cool lines. Should have let me win. Just the Team Galactic credo. Nothing smelly about us. We're on the cutting edge of stuff. Rooms that I can't get into. How the hell? Okay, that's... I'm opening a guide. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Galactic HQ... Oh my god, you have to go inside from the middle or left door on the first floor. God damn it. That's... Alright. I guess that makes some amount of sense. Huh. For some reason I didn't think of that. A little bit embarrassing. Well, I never claimed to have a basic ability to navigate. Never have. You're never gonna catch me playing an open world game on this channel. You wouldn't want me to. Trust me. It would be bad. So to enter by the middle or... Wait, was that an item outside? Hang on. Hang on. Also, that's definitely a different area. It is. Oh, PP up. Nice. I have some ideas about what I might use that on. Okay, back to blasting things down with brute strength. That I can do. Welcome, this is Team Galactic Headquarters. I'm sorry. This is the Galactic Veilstone building. Cosmic energy for the win. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could harness that boundless energy? Uh-huh. You're not fooling anyone, you know. Hi, I have an appointment with your boss. Having fun scampering around our HQ, you sneaky intruder. I don't think you get to call me sneaky after I ran in circles for 15 minutes, and your security team completely failed to stop me. Your trailblazing will go out in a blaze of glory right now. Okay, Golbat. This is one of the trainers that has, like, actual Pokemon. But a Thunderbolt takes care of that pretty easily. And gives a little more XP to Thunder God. Level 45. Very nice. That's a surprisingly high attack stat. Huh. Which reminds me, I still need to figure out something to do with my Earthquake TM. I haven't used it. Because I feel like I have no good candidates. Rafflesia already has Earthquake. Brute Justice I'd rather have Grass Knot on, purely for PvP. Your Trailblazing streak lives on. Amon is primarily a special attacker. Right? Yeah, its attack is not great. Yeah. Primarily, it's just a Surf and Ice Beam machine. You should be tired out by now. It's Team Galactic's turn to shine. See, you'd think that, but, like, no, not really. I'm just tired of Team Galactic. My Pokemon are still perfectly fresh. Everybody but just been chilling while basically one Pokemon solos your entire squad. All your colleagues taken down by one shiny Luxray. Thunder God Sid himself. Blazing a trailway of destruction. Blazing a trailway? Yeah, that still makes sense. Also, I'd like it noted, another critical hit. Okay, 46 is good. I think we need more, though. Because I want to play this as safe as possible. Oh, Silcoon. Here, I thought I was getting put up against the elites. And then they bust this garbage out. What? I don't get it. What's your rush? Well, you see, I don't want to keep the good people in chat waiting. Oh, hey, break room? What's on? The game? You know, I really think this team fell off. They traded away that point guard and that quarterback, and they've never been the same. And that new coach? God, just awful. Do you agree, friend? I won't let you disrupt our research. This is for Team Galactic. Alright, man, I was trying to talk about sports ball, but god damn it. All their scientists rock cadabras. I respect it. But, you know, I would think men of science would, well, you know, I guess you can use the scientific method to study, like, psychic powers. People have tried to do that before. Okay, never mind. I'll accept it, because it's very much powers of the mind. And all that. And yes, I'm gonna keep dunking levels into Thunder God. I got whipped, I look pathetic. Yeah. 1776, here on this joyous day for America. Oh, god damn it. 3 different warp panels. Oh well. Hasn't been too bad so far. Team Galactic Nap Room. Wait, what? Ensure the bed is unoccupied before getting into it? Alright, that's convenient. Probably means plot is up there, though, so... I should probably try the other directions first, I figure. Okay, this room is useless. This probably leads to the item? No. Where's... This leads to the item. Yes. Okay, that's just money. Which, we don't have a terribly big need for, not anymore. Big ups to Hugh for sharing the money strats. I appreciate how he's going out of his way to, like, kind of let us know, like, hey, here's the stuff on Pokemon. It's become a lot more friendly and cooperative of a competition, because we're battling against the game as much as we are each other. And I think Pokeboomers reflects that, because Hugh's got a lot of experience with this gen, but Avalon and I, not necessarily. So we can help each other out. Oh, nope, not a double battle. Those are paid. Aren't you enjoying your unescorted, unauthorized, and unsettling tour of Team Galactic HQ? I mean, you know, I'll give you maybe 3 stars on Yelp. You know, the odor in this place, really, it's just, whew. Also, what's it say about, Hewlin, our rival, that he lost to these... Well, no. He lost to a commander. They are legitimate threats. I'll admit that. I'll own up to that. Oh, god damn it. What are you? Oh, I never remember its typing. Bro, Gunk, you are like poison fighting or something? Poison fighting. Okay, so... yeah, you might have like Ice Punch or some garbage. I think it's probably best to just return you to death. Otherwise, it would just put out Reflation, Earthquake you, but... that's the trouble, there's actual, like, coverage around. And I feel like Ice is just, like, so sneaky a type. Let me do what I want! No. I refuse. Hey there, little trainer, you're famous among Team Galactic. The order has been issued, we get a promotion if we put you down. Yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. This actually kind of reminds me. Like, I know Pokemon wouldn't do this, but one of my favorite old games, a very nostalgic game from my childhood, Super Mario RPG for the Super Nintendo. There was a dungeon you could go back to that was like, the guy had like a very much a hierarchy of goons. Like 1, 2, and 3, and there was this guy training to become number 4 that you could run into a couple times, and after you cleared the dungeon, you could find, like, his secret training grounds. You would be like, wow, you're Mario! If I beat you, they'll make me snip at number 4! And if you lost to him, they would actually make him number 4. And you could go into the dungeon and be like, hey, wow, remember when I beat you? I got that promotion? And it's like, it's really hard to lose to him. He's very easy. Like, at the point of the game you're at, you attack him once, and he goes down. So you have to do that on purpose. I love that they put that kind of detail in. But, you know, Pokemon, I feel like they reserve a lot of the depth for the mechanics, the varieties of Pokemon you can get, the moves, and I respect that. The world, they put a little effort into, but, like, only a little. I do wish there was a little more. I think Legends Arceus did that a bit more, but... kinda not big on supporting current Nintendo, so... oh, hello then. Never mind, let's explore all those other routes for treasure first. Like this. Okay, elixir. Always good to have an elixir. I'm sure it'll come in handy sooner or later. This area feels suspicious. Probably a hidden item and there's some... nope. We needed to go here. Alright, I'm betting this is the Cyrus fight. So let me go ahead and look up. He leads with Murkrow, so yeah, Thunder God up front seems good to me. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break, because I need to piss real bad. I'm gonna turn on the battle scene so we can give him the dignity, the relative dignity of animations as we whoop him yet again. So I will be right back in a minute or two. Hope you'll stick with me. Alrighty, I return. Let's get that text down. There we go. Right, Cyrus. Time to whoop him yet again. What's up? I see, you Why do they call him boss? We know who he is, we've met this idiot before. I see, you must be the trainer I've been hearing about. The foolhardy one that's trying to stand up to Team Galactic. Although I'd hardly expected to see that the trainer is a mere child. I heard that our commanders had a rough time with you. I know why you're here, I can sense it in you. It's about Uxie, Me-Spirit, and Azel, correct? I know it's probably Me-Spirit. I think Me-Spirit is funnier. You want to save them. I no longer have any need for them, I am finished with them. If your heart aches to save them, go right ahead, I could care less. Will save me the trouble of disposing of them. But I must say, you are a remarkable specimen. Those Pokemon have nothing to do with you, do they not? But still, you came to rescue them out of pity? Such pitifully useless emotions. It's illogical and irrational. Actually, Mr. Fake Vulcan, it's perfectly logical. You guys have been getting in my way, you've been messing with my alleged friends, and you blew up a pond. That's enough room to try and take you down like the petty criminal gang you are, with delusions of grandeur. Pity and compassion are products of the weak and lacking human heart. You were compelled to come here by such vacuous sentimentality. I will make you regret paying heed to your heart. Doesn't seem likely. Bring it on, you goddamn clown. I do love your theme, though. Like, I think this is one of the areas where Pokemon suffers from having a silent protagonist. The villains just monologue a bunch of absolute nonsense at you, and you just stand there. And then they're like, and yes, now I must take care of you. And you're like, okay. Now it's time to, like, get a retort to you, and my retort is completely obliterating your team. Was it sentimentality that led to you playing out your Golbat into an electric type? I'll teach you to regret following those useless emotions, Cyrus. Because as much as you want to pretend it, you're as human as the rest of us. The weakness that you pretend is just in other people is also in you, no matter how much you want to hide it. We're all flawed, idiot. Alright, Sneasel. This one I actually should swap out for. My last Pokemon. Wow, what a great villain. You know, I love how you get a feel for his personality with such wonderful lines like, my last Pokemon. Truly, Pokemon has come a long way. That was not a crit. Okay, I'm a little bit impressed by that. Anyway, Brick Break. Ooh, you're faster. That's unfortunate. Woo, that's spicy. And that's why we use citrus berries. This could be a problem. Because I'm gonna have to fight that Sneasel again soon, and it's gonna be a lot stronger. Might have to just Toxic Stall on it instead. That's probably the smart move. Interesting, and quite curious. Thanks for the money! I see, you aren't... I know his name! Stop labeling him as boss! That's dumb! You are indeed strong, and the basis of your power is your compassion toward Pokemon. How wasteful. Such emotions are but mere illusions, and like all illusions, they fade over time until death banishes them forever. That is why I've abandoned all emotions as useless sentimentality. Yeah, okay. But that doesn't matter, I doubt you will ever understand my position, because your position is illogical. That said, I recognize that you are strong and courageous to come alone. This is your reward. Oh. Okay, cool. The Master Ball is the ultimate Pokeball. It will unfailingly catch any Pokemon in the wild, but it is not anything that I require. Unlike you trainers, I do not make Pokemon my friends or partners. Unlike other Team Galactic members, I don't use Pokemon as tools. Instead, I make the power of Pokemon my own. What? If you wish to save the Pokemon from the lakes, take the warp panel ahead. I am off to Mount Coronet. That's correct, Mount Coronet, where you and I first met. I will ascend the mountain to its peak and put an end to everything. No, I will bring about a new beginning for everything. Okay. So my Pokemon mostly didn't get touched, but I should heal them up. And maybe lead with Ultima, because Ultima's gonna need to toughen up some. And I can just feed it a Citrus Berry. I've got enough of the dang things. I've gone a little bit crazy with the berry farming this generation, as you might have been able to tell. Side effect of too much time on my hands. Ooh, ominous. I cooperated with Team Galactic, but this experiment has gone too far. There is something suspended in a green fluid. Oh my god! Team Galactic's energy source is Pokemon! I can't say anything in our defense, but that thing we made, what is it going to be used for? You don't know? Really? Uxie is sealed inside. It appears to be suffering with its eyes squeezed shut. Hi, I don't remember you. Are you important? I have no idea who this is. You came all the way here just to save some Pokemon? Though it's nothing new, I can't say I understand our boss. Why would he let a kid like you come and go freely? We, Team Galactic, take all that we need and eliminate what we do not. But anyway, you've taken the trouble to come. Let me welcome you. Consider it payback for your insulting me at the lake. I seriously don't remember this person at all. I feel like I would remember a haircut that stupid. Did I fight them before? Huh. Oh, right, you were the Kadabra with an electric move. Okay, sure. Why don't I just punch you down right away? Yep, there it is. That's what almost killed my Gyarados. Not too worried about Ultima. That's not how you use an electric attack. This is how you use an electric attack. Take notes. What are next? Oh, hey. I would have needed to bring Ultima out anyway. Hit him with that fire punch. Nice, good clean sweep. Did we meet this person anywhere else? I'm seriously struggling to remember where we ran into this guy. What the hell is that? Oh, is that what Krogunk evolved? Okay, it is. So, that is poison fighting? I feel like I try to attack into it and maybe swap out if I don't one-tap. Try a Thunder Punch. Okay, you got a berry. How hard do you hit, though? Really? Poison jab? Okay. That was more a problem than I expected. Okay, come on, Ultima. Let's get the hell out of here. Ugh, I feel like I've got a few members of my team that are great offensively, but are just kind of squishy. What else you got? Brick Break, Poison Jab, X Scissor. What does Bug hit super effective again? Oh god. It's like Dark, Grass, Psychic? Okay. So Rafflesia's out. Amon could be good if it goes for Poison Jab again, because he'll resist it from ground. And then I don't actually have any... Could just do Brute Justice, but then Brute Justice doesn't have much in the way of offense. Gyro Ball, maybe? Amon's pretty tanky. Yeah, let's get him on in here. The boy has just been kind of lurking for a while. Let's show off what he can do. X Scissor. Okay, that's not too bad. Hit him with that Ice Beam. Now, ride that Surf. Oh, that's not great. Oh god. Please hit Amon. Don't hit yourself. Hit the enemy. Nice. Ride that Surf. All right. Easy. You're tough, kid, but I still pity the likes of you. God, what makes you so tough? Fine, do whatever you want with these 3 Pokemon. Press that button on that machine to set them free. Awfully obliging of you. Let me bust out a Pecha Berry. Imagine if I pushed the button and they, like, were killed. That... Oh, okay, they just disappear. Sure. Our boss crafted a red chain from crystals he took from the 3 Pokemon. That red chain is what he needed to shackle something on Mount Coronet. But that's all I know. Who knows what he's planning to do up there? Alright. It kind of reminds me of, like, the near futures, like the mecha anime section of Live Alive. Where there's, like, these weird experiments going on. Except there's, like, not as much leading up to it. Despite the game having, like, many more hours. I'm talking about this game, Pokemon. Oh well, they probably can't lean too hard into the horror. Alrighty. Now I need to head to Mount Coronet. But I'm gonna need a particular set of moves. I have Surf covered, thanks to my Gastrodon. But I'm gonna need, like, raw... Wait. Shouldn't I have Rock Climb? Yeah, where do I get Rock Climb? Did I miss a step? See, this is why I'm doing this semi-blind. So I don't waste too much time. HM8. Route 217. What? It's just laying on the ground. God damn it. HMs are dumb and I hate them. Like, it'd be one thing if this was, like, an optional movement ability that unlocked, like, you know, new areas of the world or something. But this is one that's, like, 100% required for story completion. I feel like it shouldn't be just, like, a random thing out in the world. Oh well, could be worse. I could be playing Gen 3. Alrighty then. Route 217. Alright, this is fine. I'll be fighting some ice types along the way so I can fire punch them. Get my dear fighting Monkey a little more XP. Except I might run into shinies and, like, there's hail and everything. So actually, no. I'm gonna be a scumbag and just... Oh, right, it's not in the medicine tab. Every time that gets me. Every time. I'll just max repel. Yeah, and on this area of all areas, like... Yeah, let me just... I don't know, I do enough complaining about Pokemon, but this... I don't like it. Supposedly, like, up here or something? No? Do I get it in here, maybe? Person, a rare sight, thank you for visiting, a gift. Spell tag. It said the hiker's house, whatever that is. Must be a different house. I swear to God, if it's this. Okay. A TM. That's fair. That's fine. Iron. Alright. Not that those are that useful to me, because I'm mostly EV trained the heck out of my Pokemon. No. You've got a good eye spotting me. I didn't. Not really, at least. Goddamn Ninja Kid. Go away already. The continual hail, not a fan. Alright. Oh yeah, and I forgot to turn combat animations off. Oops. Because I gotta keep this moving, there's a lot to do. Well, if we're already to the Mount Cornet part, then actually I'm moving right along. This is fine, actually. Probably. And you know, it's the journey, not the destination. Or something like that. You know, the journey that requires you backtrack because you didn't Want to pick up a random item on the ground because you were afraid it would be a trainer that you'd have to fight in the hail. You know, that sort of journey. No, I just said I was complaining about Pokemon too much. I'm sorry, it's my gut. I think, ooh, crit, nice. I think I'm a little bit ready to take a break from Pokemon, which is good. Because, like, I'm still having fun with this generation, but I'm starting to feel the fatigue a little bit. Like, I've been dealing with Pokemon a lot for quite a while now. So I'm ready to not have to think about Pokemon stuff for a minute. Croagunk, just Thunder Punch it. It'll be fine. Poor poison types. I heard they get buffed at some point, and I'm looking forward to that because I think poison's a cool type. You also saw through my weak spots. Your weak spot of not being, like, properly leveled? I guess. Where's this house I'm supposed to go to? There's no reason for this game. You could... I'll show you the techniques I had drummed into me at ski school. You really don't have to, but okay. Oh, and I forgot the goddamn combat animations again. Oh well, at least it's just a Snover. This should be an easy one-tap. Give me that Fire Punch. Right, that's priority. That's very annoying. And I don't appreciate it. 97 to... Okay, doesn't hit that hard. It's super effective! It is amazing how many trainers I skip. Like, on the regular in Pokeboomers, because I'm so worried about over-leveling, and now it's like, let's just hit all the trainers, it's fine. Okay, Golduck, I have an answer for you. Meet my friend Thunder Punch. God, Medichamp's such a good Pokemon. I was really hurting for one last season. So I'm glad I have a pretty good one here and now. I feel like it's starting to fall off just a tiny, tiny bit. But on the whole, still very happy with how it performs. Kinda living up to the ultimate name. Fire Punch. Just, wish I'd been a little more aggressive about pumping it full of HP EVs, because I feel like 118 is not enough for the stage of the game I'm at, and it makes me nervous every damn time. Oh well, she does okay. Alrighty, another Snover. I might get a little bit annoyed by Ice Shard. Yep. Yep, only 12, and we got a Citrus Berry. Perfectly manageable. So nice to just have those able to be used as a convenience now. I appreciate it. I'm almost spoiled for how many berries I have. Almost. I was feeling it in the early weeks when we didn't have any berries. I was like, oh god, how do I Nuzlocke? And you could say, you know, you Nuzlocke Gen 1, there were no berries then, but... And yes, but, you know, that was Gen 1. Where pretty much everything was a complete joke. Okay, I need, nope, new berry. New berry, new berry, new berry. Where is this stupid HM? I don't want your happy music, game. I'm not in a happy mood. I'm having to wander this wasteland. Because... Am I on the wrong route? Wait. That's totally a thing I can see myself doing. No, this is 217. Let's avoid that crazy. This must not be the hiker's house. I think that's the stone you use Eevee with if you want to get, Glaceon? I think that's the name of the ice type. Okay, it must be further south, because I feel like I've covered most of the other areas. Man, imagine if I'm like soft locked. If like something went wrong in the ROM hacking process and like that HM is just not gonna spawn. I have no idea what we'd do, truly. I know I fought you, because you're not able to be evaded. No, this is Route 216. Okay, where exactly? Northeast of the hiker's house. Where is the hiker's house? Okay. Bulbapedia doesn't have that info. They just say the hiker's house. You know, the hiker's house. Everybody knows the hiker's house. Maybe I missed something over here. Feels unlikely, but... I shouldn't ignore the possibility. Let me hug the western edge. Game... Why must you do this? That's a trainer. Ah! This house. The house that it was completely optional to come to, and I never had any reason to visit. Let's see what's in this much-vaunted hiker's house. While I was fighting my way through the blizzard, I dropped an HM. If I still had that hidden move Rock Climb, I'd be able to scale sheer cliffs. Hey, what's this? You found the hidden machine? I'd already given it up for lost, and you found it. It's yours to keep, my friend. Make good use of it. I like your honesty, though. Let me reward you with this. Oh, okay. 2 make matter, and 3 make spirit, shaping the world. That icicle plate I found under the snow as well. I'm no expert, but it looks to be of ancient origin. Even as old as the time when Sinnoh came into being. Ah yes, the old legends my grandma used to tell me when I... And in-game is like, yeah, cool, whatever. Okay, Mount Coronet is... I don't know what the best direction to enter from is. So let me go with Hearthome, I guess. Oh, wait, no, I need to go to the move deleter. Right. Almost forgot about that. That was what set off this whole thing, me realizing I didn't have Rock Climb in the first place. It's time to get out our HM friend. Oh god, who am I gonna bench during all this? Actually, maybe I'm on, because he's already at 46. And I think he's going to be important for the gym, but I don't know how useful he'll be versus Dialga and Team Galactic, actually. Yeah. Anyway, I think the move deleter is down here. Ah, yes. Move deleter. Hello. We need Hogger. To forget cut. And Hogger's like, oh, do I actually get a real move? I'm not gonna be stuck with just HMs? Oh man, there's so many cool TMs I've been hearing about from the guys in the box. You've still got an Earthquake TM? Like, there's all these cool things you- Wait, why are you reaching for- Oh no. No, Vimbert, that's another HM. Please, please, no. I can't feed my Bibarel family on the- No! I'm sorry. Alrighty, and with that, I have all the HMs covered. And a convenient Pokemon to sacrifice if need be. Because, like, it would be rough to lose him, but ultimately, probably not all that consequential. I'm assuming that after this sequence, I don't have a huge need for HMs. And I can mostly just, like, yeah, I'll need Surf. I'll probably need Waterfall to access the last town. But, meh. Rafflesia, get back in here if you please. Do I want Rapidash? I think Midnight could be good for dealing with that Sneasel. But I think Brute Justice might be my backup plan for that. Yeah. Yeah. Because the second Cyrus fight, it's no platinum, but it's still pretty nasty. I can't take it too lightly. Alright, onward to Mount Coronet. Which, like, I don't know, this is another area where I wish they'd made it multiple routes. That's mostly a complaint caused by just how our Nuzlocke works. I guess we could have split it up into, like, you know, every time there's a different encounter table for Mount Coronet. Rather than what's on the list, as I recklessly tempt fate into possibly giving me shinies. Oh hey, rock climb. Let's do it. Hogger, get us something. Oh shit. They call me the Echo Man. Battle with me. Yahoo! Yahoo! I'd make a Ricola reference, but that's corporate and thus cringe, and I have no idea how many people would recognize that, so I won't. Plus, I'm not that familiar with it anyway. More just that. I keep forgetting. I will have animations back on for the cover legendary and, like, the final gauntlet of fights versus Team Galactic. I promise y'all that. But that, wow, very even stat gains. Ah, gravel. Ultima, look out! He's gonna self-destruct on you. Judo chop. Please be enough to kill him. Actually, not sure Ultima survives its self-destruct. Okay, good. That would have been real bad if I lost one of my key Pokemon right before going in there. I probably would have been like, well, alright guys, we're gonna start 2 hours earlier tomorrow. And Brick Break. It's super effective. Oh, yodelay. Yodelay. There's definitely a hidden item back here. There's no way there's not a hidden item back here. Aha! Called it. That was not something I looked up. That's just video game instincts. That looks so funny with the bike. Hugger's like, okay, I guess I'll carry your bike too. Jesus. I continue to be extremely worried about shinies, because I've had 2 so far this generation, and I really like my team. So let me just... Oh, wait, what am I... Okay, I must need to surf... Yeah, I need to surf over here, and then there's a... Okay, protein. Yeah, and then this rock climb. Just very tiny. Just to make sure you have it. Oh, wait, I can use the bike in here, can't I? Yeah. May as well zip around nice and quick. Oh, wait, there's an item down there. Escape rope. Good. That's going to be very important. Because I can see myself getting lost in here real easy. I have already had an encounter in Mount Cornet. I don't think I caught anything out of here. But I was able to make 5 attempts, so that counts. I'm getting... No! Ah! The downsides of using the bicycle. Well, let's check out what's out here first. Oh. Okay, this is just another way to get to the same area. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. So we go over here, around, down, over, down only a little. Gonna continue to repel. This looks fairly... Oh, hey! Galactic Grunts. This looks like the place. I could use a little more XP on Replasia, I think, so... We Grunts have been assigned 2 noble jobs. 1, ensure the success of our operation at the summit. 2, utterly destroy anyone who dares interfere. I still have animations on, don't I? Oh, that could actually pose a bit of a problem. Yeah, Replasia can't really hit you. This is awkward. Thunder God, if you please. Ah, dang it. Come on. Fight through the lust. Ah. Oh well. I don't think this Beautifly should hit us too... Okay, a little more than expected. Should be able to hang in there for a little longer. I'm regretting my decision to not just bypass this trainer. This hits for... Never mind, that's a critical. Thunder God, we're pulling you out. It hits for 28 normally. Oh, but it bypasses the attack drop. Lurker Below can hit it with Ice Fang. Or Ultima can hit it. Ultima's gonna have problems with flying, though. Lurker below, get out here. And you're also a girl, right? Yes. And since Pokemon is a good Christian franchise, they don't allow the gays. Or, you know, whatever. Let my Pokemon be queer! Though it would probably, like, break the game horrifically if you could just attract anything. That and, like, they'd probably get... Because Japan's pretty conservative about that stuff. They'd probably get people complaining. Okay, Brute Justice, we're gonna start to back off on you with that XP share a little bit. I don't accept this. I will not accept this. Believe it. Okay, that was an annoyingly large amount of damage. Luckily, I got plenty of milk. I guess now Team Galactic is starting to bring out the good trainers. Took them long enough. That one Beautifly gave me a surprising amount of trouble. Foreshadowing? No, wait. I want to replace you to get XP. That's right. Our time has come! It's Team Galactic's time now! Okay. Only one. Bronzor, of course. Maybe this one will have heat proof. Figures. Heh. I'm sorry, you're fighting another slow Pokemon. Anyway, Ultima, get out of here. We need your Fire Punch. I'm kind of putting a lot of coverage... responsibility on one Pokemon, and it makes me nervous. But this should be the last time that I need to, like, basically have us... Oh. We need to take that thing down before that goes off. Which, luckily, I can. Hopefully this is the only time where I'm basically running 5 Pokemon. When's it gonna be my turn? Alas. Didn't even really hurt me that bad. Ooh, the ominous music now. Where? Ah, I see it. I like that kind of discordant piano theme. Is this just an optional area, or... And of course I can ruin that immediately by, nope, that requires waterfall. We cannot get up there. I'll respect the theme. I'll respect the theme and not go on the bike. I want to vibe to this music a little bit. Okay, that's nothing. Unless... Aha! Because I've made a video game before, and I'm like, if I was a Pokemon dev, I would hide something there. And wouldn't you know it? Is this not a Rock Smash Rock? Oh, okay. I need strength, not Rock Smash. Gotcha. This is probably another item. May as well get it while I'm here. Always nice to have more healing. Let's see, what do we... Here we go. I also really like how the theme is continued, whether you're outside or inside. Gives you a sense of, like, continual, like, dread a little bit. It's neat. Digging this music. Gen 4's got good music. And then the clowns have their theme. A time will come, a time for only us. I'm going to turn back your time to a time before Pokemon. You know, use Pokemon to turn things back to a time before Pokemon. Visible confusion. Alrighty, let's set up some Stealth Rocks on him, because I don't think this Dustox can do too horrible much to Rafflesia. Stealth Rock. Okay, Light Screen. That's... I can have Lurker below Ice Fang. That's physical attack. Doesn't hit you ×4 since you're bug poison, not bug flying, but it'll still do a number on you. Oh, come on. That's just rude. Bruh. This will repeat as long as you let it go on, Grunt. And you'll keep getting Intimidate drops. Dude! I also can't really do anything to it with this one. Interesting. Dustox is weirdly a tricky one for my team to deal with. Okay, there we go. Finally. Just finally does an attack against me. Good lord. Anyway, here's Ice Fang. That wasn't super effective? Really? Why? Is Dustox not bug poison? Is bug not hit super effective by ice? Am I a crazy person again? Am I thinking of rock? I might be thinking of rock. Definitely forgot to take the experience share off of Brute Justice as well. Oh, pointed stones. They're a ho. Speaking of ho, you'll be saying ho ho oh no. When hit with this that's terrible. I can't even finish that. Welcome, Hugh! What's up? How was that rockin' stone? I am just chugging my way through Mount Coronet here in Pokeboomers. If you follow Hugh, you probably know about Pokeboomers. I'm one of the people it plays against. Very rockin' stone. I don't know enough to know if that's a good thing or not. But welcome all. I spent an embarrassingly long time lost in the Team Galactic HQ and trying to find the Rock Climb HM because I realized I hadn't actually picked that up. But we're making better time now. Welcome, welcome. Hope the stream was good. Being very rockin' stone sounds like what you want out of good dwarf times. Oh my god. This trainer has used Whirlwind on me like 8 times. It's ridiculous. But anyway, Ultima can get the job done. I don't care. I'm fed up with these Pokemon. So far, things have been going nice and even, aside from getting lost a couple times. I caught a Managed to catch a Sneasel in Lake Acuity, which I am just realizing I forgot to put on my Nuzlocke tracker. And it was super mid. With a pretty bad nature. Yeah, Sneasel is tricky, and mine, like... Yeah, it's so squishy, and mine had not only a defense penalty nature, hasty, it also had, like, single-digit IVs for defense, so I was like, no thanks, I don't think so. I don't want that, no. Oh, I can't even use the bike here. Understandable. Wait, what the f... Oh, that was how I entered. Wait. Wait. Didn't I? Okay, no, I just completely 180'd after that fight. I'm losing my mind. Don't mind me. Bringing back that old tradition of playing Pokeboomers while not feeling well. Team Galactic is all-powerful. Only a fool would show defiance to the mighty might of Team Galactic. Mighty might is totally a Zap Brannigan line. We shall use our mighty might to defeat the aliens. Isn't that right, men? I'm not saying the line. I said, uh-oh, Stunky, like, well, now I've gone and said it already. Anyway, here's Earthquake. Yeah, get out of here. Sit down. Critical hit. Rayquaza warns the bench a lot. He's got a lot of anger to take out. Welcome all. Welcome, Raiders. Hope your Tuesday night is good. Hope if you're an American like myself that you went and voted, or you got your voting taken care of earlier, if your state allows it. And that is all I'm saying about politics. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. We're not talking politics here. I'm just being like, I hope you voted. That's it. Remain calm. I forget sometimes that electric resists flying moves. Me, I turned in my, I did a ballot drop-off. Because Colorado allows that. Just drove, like, maybe a mile or so away to, not the courthouse, but, like, a civic building. And they had a nice little drop box there. Actually, no, I was even able to... Yeah, I actually walked over there. Yeah, it's close enough. It was very easy, and then I just got a little thing by email like, your ballot's been accepted, your ballot's been approved. No fuss, no muss. Though it was very... No, I said we weren't talking politics. Well, it's more just about voting. I know my little brother went to vote in person, and he's like, not far from where the whole thing, like, of, like, the people in Arizona were, like, hanging around with guns by ballot boxes, but he said things were totally fine. So, I'm glad for that. Because Wait, what have you... Okay, rare candy is nice. I'll take that. Put that repel back up. I ain't getting this shiny. Not now. Not now. I must need to rock climb down and then back up. Okay. I guess I start to go down again? What is a big mushroom? You know, besides exactly what it says on the tin. Okay. A big mushroom that is popular among certain fan segments? Alright. You strength that out of the way. Tiny mushroom. do I go? It looks like I should be able to continue down that way, but apparently not. Huh. Well, would you look at that? Vimbert getting confused with his directions once again. Truly, who could have predicted this, etc. Tired of... Oh my god! He was literally talking about this. I was there in his chat when he pointed this out. And I forgot about it. We go here. This is our final operation. No one will interfere. God, that just feels bad. You made a big deal about warning us all, and then I'm like, what do? I do not know where to go. Where can I go to do thing? I wish to do thing. Alright, Golbat, Thunder God's good, but I want to give Lurker Below a little love. Let's bring Lurker Below out, get that Intimidate drop, and Ice Fang this hoe. Thanks for the lurk, and thank you for the Vimluck. Wish. Ooh. Okay, Confuse Ray's not great, but let me try a swing at it. Damn it. Yeah, Lurker Below hurts when it hits itself. Oh, Mean Look is very bad. Lurker Below, I need you to snap out of this now. Oh god. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Ugh, why do I have a Citrus Berry on you instead of a Lumberry? Please snap out of confusion. Please snap out of confusion. Okay. I forgot Golbat could do that. Oh, shit. Okay, but I outspeed it. So, let me just hit it with a return. And that'll bring an end to this. Okay, that got a little shaky for a sec. Maybe I should dole out Lumberries to everything. Probably not the worst idea. But realistically, I just need to be like, if something gets a status ailment, I just yank it out immediately. Put in another Pokemon who can fight. Rather than keeping it in for basically no reason. I think that's the lesson there. Jesus, I had completely forgotten about Mean Look. I'm pretty sure we could be, like, exploiting that, too, since, you know, we have anything goes for our PvP teams. Let me go this way. I'm a little bit afeared of these trainers now. Because, like, I can't know for sure... Like, Cyrus, you know, I can look up his team. He's a known entity, but I don't know which grunt is gonna be which. Hi, you look like someone I need to kick his face in. I'm hopelessly lost. Please don't pay attention to a lowly grunt without any Pokemon. I don't know about that. I don't like that I just leave him be and he's blocking my access to somewhere. Don't like that. I can't believe you chased me here. Okay, let's see how tough you are. Who are you? Are you the dude who had a level 32 Wurmple? You have 3 Pokemon? Okay, you are not that dude. But you shall fall all the same. Anticipation made it shudder. That's right, because I got an earthquake with your name on it. Rude. Wait, I thought Sucker Punch... No, I'm thinking of Fake Out. I'm thinking of Fake Out. Yeah, I'm thinking of Fake Out. That's my bad. Okay, another Krogunk. I got another Earthquake. This can go on forever if you let it. I can just keep getting down your little poison frogs. That is fine by me. I'll take that. I'll take that dub. And it's Stunky. Perfect. Earthquake sweep. Earthquake. Pretty good move. I think I've been dogging a little too much on poor Rafflesia. I was actually thinking about taking him off the team completely. Where do you get that power? Internet. Inheritance. I inherited the internet. Wait a sec. This was the other route to... Ah, shit, I'm lost again. Stay, listen, do you realize you're breaking hearts by being successful? It's your fault the Team Galactic members are in so much pain. You are literally a genocidal terrorist. So that justifies you doing violence on me? In every conceivable way. Hey, it's Wurmple Friend! Hello, Wurmple Friend! Why do you have a level 34 Wurmple? It is to laugh. Oh, I should have put up stealth rocks. You even resisted. It doesn't matter. It's a Wurmple. Get out. Oh, too good. Too fucking good. Alright, Beautifly, that we swap for. Can't really hit that too well. Ice Fang? Ice Fang. Haha! You fool! Game Freak does not allow the gays in Pokemon. Your attract girl-on-girl action fails. And here's the inevitable Silcoon, of course. Of course. Jeebus. You gotta laugh. Like, not even Team Rocket was busting out, like, Metapods when you were on your way to fight Giovanni. See, you've left me brokenhearted, too. I think part of that might have to do with the Poke Company you Poke keep. Okay. So the obvious way out is the dude who was like, oh, I don't have any Pokemon. That was absolutely a bloodbath, and I enjoyed every second of it. Or wait, do I go up here? No, this is nothing. Rafflesia sweep with a little help from Lurker below. You should have seen me rampaging through the Team Galactic HQ of Aelin. Oh, by the way, how was your stream? How was the quarry? Did you finish that up? Oh, the quarry was a bloodbath? Hell yeah, you got them teenagers killed? You're doing God's work, Aelin. It's done? Nice. So you're gonna play through it again and get all the endings, right? Oh, did you raid? I didn't get a notification for it. Okay, oh, okay, I didn't know. Alright, fair enough. What the fuck? This guy's obviously where I need to go. What? There's no other exit from this room, right? Ah, nice. I'll have to take a look at that later, Valen. Yeah. I just mostly hope that the influencer chick died, because she was the literal worst. Did I miss something up here? Like right at the beginning? No. Oh no! Oh, that's a tragedy, man. Well, you know what? You can come back at it next time and make sure she dies. Okay, so I go around here. There's just that dude down there who says I'm a lowly grunt without any Pokemon. To not pay attention to him. But that's the only way to move forward. What? Move! Hogger, use strength on the grunt. Okay, I need to refill my water anyway. I'm gonna take a short break, figure out where I need to be, and come back. Hope you'll stick with me, friends. Why am I putting up the screen for? I don't exactly need to pause here. Okay, I have returned, and it's time for a time-honored tradition here on the Vimbert Show. Vimbert desperately consults a guide just because he can't tell directions. Survive. Upper caverns. Some of them let you proceed, and some of them are dead ends? Oh no. All the way west. Go through the western and all the path all the way to the east and... Okay, that's not where I am. So this is not where I need to be? Wait, I thought this was the path. I thought this was where I needed to go. Shit. Because I was lost before I came in here, and I was like, this is the solution. This is where I need to be. Turns out, no. Think again, idiot. Okay. Well, the guide is a little bit unclear, but I at least know what the correct cave looks like once I... No, up here there's nothing. There's literally nothing. It must be back the way I came. Is it this one? Yes. Oh, wait. Okay. No. Okay, that's what I just... Ignore the waterfall in the cave above, go up the stairs, then head back outside. This time go all the way west until you see 2 paths. All the way west. I apologize for my complete lack of direction. Trust me, I wish my brain wasn't like... Son of a bitch. How many times did I walk past this entrance? Yep, new encounters. Okay, this is it. Okay, they're talking about the boss. Okay, thank God. I found the path. Our boss is going to do something huge at the summit, but here I am dealing with some pesky intruder. You're spoiling the atmosphere. You can lose quickly, right? Afraid I can't do that, ma'am. I'm on a mission from Arceus. My name's Vimber. I'm beating down evil. Nobody's gonna get that reference, and I do not care. Alrighty, Bronzer. It almost certainly has Levitate, so let's bring out Ultima to get that good Fire Punch action going. Not too worried about whatever it's gonna do. Yeah, Safeguard, whatever. Which, come to think about it, it's weird. Usually when I Pokeboomers, I like to build a team that's very reliant on status ailments. And like, you know, confusion plays, flinch tactics. Here I've just more or less gone for brute force. It's kind of a sea change for me. It's worked pretty well so far. And the big Glammeow. I'm sorry, kitty. Well, I need to get a cat again. But first I need to figure out what my job situation's gonna be, if I'm gonna move, you know. Other such important things. Yeah, Reflage is still... Yeah, I've got the healing items. Best not be stingy. Eat some oranges. I mean, orange berries. Because I may as well, right? I still have 17 of the things. Hi, what do you do? Team Galactic will take control of everything. You can try all you want, but you can't do anything alone. I'm not alone. I have my friends. By which to say my animals that I use for dogfights. Anyway, let's do this. They all love Bronzor, huh? Fair enough, fair enough. And since every Bronzor ever in this game has Levitate, we do the expected thing and swap to Ultima. It's even, like, opening in the same way, with Safeguard. Unusual. It's super effective. Do you also follow up with the Glammeow? Oh, you do not. That's a goal then. Oh, 37, that should be safe to just Thunder Punch. Otherwise, I'd probably want to bring out good old TG Sid. Because, you know, Air Cutter could do quite a number on my Monkey. I'm actually pretty glad my rivals aren't running flying types. All you gave me was a taste of defeat. Hugh being like, hey guys, I'm bringing my Golbat. I'm like, damn. Though I'd have answers for that. This is starting to look pretty climactic. This looks familiar. From the spying. You've worked so hard to get here, you should be proud of yourself. And now I'll send you packing home with only that happy thought. Rude. What's with all these mofos leading with Golbat? Though I guess Raflasia's at 46, so I should probably be working on Lurker below. Who also has a little more coverage, a little more power, is generally speaking a better Pokemon, etc. Okay, not again. Not this time, you son of a bitch. No, 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 no. We're not playing that same game. We're not playing that game where Lurker Below almost killed herself from confusion damage. No, no, no. I refuse. We swap. I ain't doing that. Because I think that might have happened before the raid. I was fighting a Golbat that was like level 40, 41, something like that. And it confused Raid, just like that. And then it used Mean Look. And Lurker Below proceeded to hit itself in the face a good 4 times. While I was sitting here panicking. Because, you know, Gyarados is kind of strong. Confusion, I believe, gets cleared when you swap. Right? Okay, yes. They just take a moment to collect themselves in their Pokeball like, oh, right. I was supposed to hit the other guy. Okay, boss, I'm ready to head back out. Okay, Glameow, I see no reason to swap up here. Thunder God's close to a level after all. And there we go. Still well underneath that level 49 level cap. Feels awkward to say, level 49 level cap. You know, I get having the teams be, like, uniform, but would it kill you to have them use, like, more than 3 different Pokemon in each game? You know, maybe provide a little more challenge, because you have to bring a little bit more of a balanced team. Just a thought, Game Freak. I'm sure they changed that later. Then again, I don't really know much about the teams. There's Team Plasma. Well, how dare you? That's how you respond to my generosity? Didn't seem very generous, ma'am. Team Plasma, who seem like kind of very Team Rocket. They just have very whatever Pokemon. Okay, Spear Pillar. This is where the shit goes down. Double battle. Let's lead with Lurker Below and... Wait, which 2 are the first 2 out? I've been avoiding double battles so hard I don't... Is it these top 2 slots here? Just in case it's like these 2 slots. Lurker Below and Thunder God would be a fine combo to bring up too. Let me heal up the team too. I've got 70 Moo Melts, whatever. I'll use them for pittances of damages. Because double battles make me very nervous. No? Not gonna talk to me? Alright, I'll just shove my way past. Something huge is going to happen, I think. Maybe, right? Don't meddle around. Of course you're going to, aren't you? So why the 2 of us will team up to take you down to the ground. Can't tell which one is which. I should have tried to give him like a creepy monotone. Missed opportunity, really. Okay, Dustox and Stunky. Okay, not brilliant, but... Okay, it did work like that. Okay, so... I think I focus fire the Dustox. Because I can... Yeah, just make sure this gets taken off the board right away. So we focus the right side of the screen, because I'm not too worried about a Stunky. I'm actually pretty impressed that lived through a turn from Lurker Below. Kind of a feat, really. Night Slash. Yeah. Ah, it is our old friend Croagunk. I don't have a great answer for you right now. I was... Poison Fighting. Poison Fighting. I don't know why I always forget that typing. So, Brick Brick is not going to be a good... So, let's Thunder Punch, I guess? Anyway, hit him with that Wombo Combo, girls. Or just kill in one shot, pop off Lurker Below. I'm fine with that. Nice. Clean. Full party wipe on the other side. And they've just got one left. Well, that's a gimme. Easy. The toughest of all the grunts, that was me. I let some little kid beat me. Well, that was just pathetic. We're just gonna let you pass so you can get pulverized by our bosses. Okay. Not that they banged me up too bad, but... This is one of the No, I never want to check the tags. Why is that a thing? This is one of the areas of the game I'm really concerned about. Who is up first? I'm not so proud that I won't do the research here. Team Galactus Final Showdown. Mars and Jupiter, who lead with double Bronzors, who of course both have Levitate. Okay, so Ultima for sure. And maybe Thunder God? Because they start bringing out Golbats after that. Yeah, I guess so? What about Lurker Below, though? I'd really like Lurker Below to hit 46 as well. Is it with... Nah, Thunder God. Let's just... Yeah, okay. I think this is fine. Let's give them the dignity of Battle Scene on. Now all will end, and everything will begin. With this red chain, I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me. Dialga, the mythical Pokemon and the Master of Time. Oh shit, it's Cthulhu. Oh. That's a cool looking dragon. Flashing light warning. Flashing light warning. This will bring about the destruction of all things. With everything gone, there will be no fighting and no strife. Can you feel time distorting? Only I can choose to stop it. I mean, I thought Final Fantasy VIII was a pretty bad game, but... I mean... if it's what inspires you, I guess. This is the mythical Pokemon that created Sinnoh. Dialga, the ancient deity of time. Cool cry. This world cannot be molded into the ultimate world I seek. It's far easier to create an entirely new world than to change this one. A new world in which I am the ruler of all things. I shall become a deity. Alright. Really hope this doesn't go pear-shaped on me. I don't remember Mars. What voice did I give Mars? Is Mars a lady? I think Mars is like a flamboyant dude. I don't remember these commanders. They all bleed together. There's no need to rush. I can understand you want to battle our boss real bad. But you'll have to go through me first. After all, you've made me look bad more times than I care to remember. And I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time the gloves are coming off. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I forgot Hewlin's here. Don't you start the party without me. Huh. Well, if it isn't the little boy who ran off crying at Lake Acuity. Did you get any tougher since then? We'll beat you 2-on-2. Crap, I completely forgot the rival joins you for this. Which means my formation is off. Right, he starts with Munchlax. Okay, so I'm immediately on the back foot, which I hate. But nothing for it. Just gonna have to adjust. Ultima, get in there. We need your Fire Punch. Annoying, but shouldn't hurt too bad. That's more damage than I wanted to see. Okay, glad that missed. Wait, what? Oh! That's one that hits the entire side of the field. God damn it, Munchlax. Why are you like this? I don't know which is which. I'll go for the one on the right. Because Rock Slide seems like it's going to be annoying if it's just going to be interrupting that Munchlax. There we go. Down in one shot. That's what we like to see. Okay, good, good. Go for the Munchlax. Munchlax, you're tanking. Ooh, a Screech on the Bronzor is a good move, actually. I'm already one-shotting the Mind, but... Okay, Golbat. Golbat, I'm not confident I can burn down in one attack. So, I'm gonna swap to Thunder God. Get another Intimidate out on that side of the field. And maybe Munchlax will do something useful. I'm gonna focus on the right side and just get it down to a 2-on-1. Feel like I can realistically spare a turn to kill off my partner's Munchlax, so he starts using, like, good Pokemon. That doesn't seem like a thing. Ooh, Air Cutter hits the whole field. That's not ideal. Okay, that was a crit. Never mind, I don't care. Okay, Bronzor is continuing to focus. Munchlax, that's good. That's good. Hewlin, you tank it, I spank it. That Bronzor has now got, like, half defense. That's beautiful. Hit the Munchlax. God damn it. Please hit through that, Thunder God. Please. Ah! I have the worst luck with that tonight. You Gyro Ball the Munchlax. Why? I'm worried about mean looks, so I don't want to keep Thunder God in. Let me move right along to Lurker below. That's another Intimidate out. And I can hit that Golbat with an Ice Fang. And maybe the Munchlax can, like, blow up the Bronzor? Or something? You know, just do something useful? Although, no, I'm being a little harsh. It's taking a lot of hits. I appreciate the heck out of that. That might hurt a little. Okay. A little was the correct phrasing there. Body Slam. There you go, Munchlax. That's more like it. Then again, that's probably enough damage that return should be about a guaranteed kill. Because with that thing, the way things have been going tonight, Ice Fang might whip. It seems like a very real possibility. My hope at this point is they see a Munchlax who's poisoned, low on health. The AI is just going to continue to focus healing. And I'll be able to get off just kind of unscathed on my side of the field. They're trying to do... You have the Rock Slide. And I once again dodged it. God, I'm a legend. Still, that means I should probably get you the hell out of there. Ugly, great. Ultima is the perfect answer to both of you. Get out here. Haven't popped any berries yet. Slash hurts. This just did. Rock Slide does not. But then again, that thing has gotten gotten hit by Intimidate how much? I don't know what that does. Oh, okay. I mean, you're pretty dead next turn, or now. Okay, that's fine. Healin', bring out something good. Yeah! Now we're fucking talking. The Fire Monkey. Let's give him the old 1-2. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. That gives us the berry. I thought Dark got resisted. Oh, the close combat. Hell yeah, Infernape. I thought Dark hit neutral. Because it's into fighting and psychic. Oh, wait. Is Shadowclaw Ghost? Is Shadowclaw Ghost? That's so sneaky. That's so sneaky, I love it. This thing has gotten a few screeches on it, so, yep. Down she goes, or down it goes, down they go. Okay, classic Golbat. Yeah, Ultima, we're getting you out of here. Does this Golbat know Pursuit? Neither of them do. Okay. I don't even know if Golbat can learn that. It just occurred to me. Alright, Infernape, bust out some, like, rock coverage or something. Yeah, okay. Flame Wheel works. We can go with that. Alas, poor Infernape. was a crit. Delightful. I keep thinking that Infernape is slow. Clearly it's not. Oh, a bird. Nice. Alrighty, just one Pokemon left. Is it another Perugly? Ooh. Skuntank. That is an awful cry. Poison Jab, Night Slash, Flamethrower, Smokescreen. Okay, I can't just throw... Can't throw Raflasia at the problem. Brute Justice would have a little bit of... When in doubt, Lurker below. Let's get that good Intimidate. Infernape just going for balls to the wall. I respect it. Close combat's such a cool move. I feel like I would be a little too cowardly to use it in a Nuzlocke, though. I'm not gonna lie. Heck, I get nervous when I use moves with recoil. Every time I use Woodhammer, I'm like, oh god, please don't be a horrible mistake. That's a fast monkey. Jeebus. Alright, there we go. Oh, now there's just Cyrus. Which should be fine, I think, I hope, because not a double battle. We got that last minute level up on Lurker below. And I do have the ace in the hole of Brute Justice. Heh, my Pokemon are tough, right? I can get even tougher. But, you know, that's it for us. We hit the wall. Vimbert, I'll help you with this. Ah, thank you. Hey, Vimbert, this is it. It's your show now. Alright. Hey, what's that item behind you? Probably like a time plate or something. Oh, Dialga, this is... fantastic. Beautiful. It's the creation of a new galaxy, my new world. What? Yeah. He's like, I can't believe it. The Pokemon that whose power I used to, control the mythical Pokemon used their power to stop my control over the mythical Pokemon. The red chain, it crumbled away to nothing? But why? Why would me spirit, the Pokemon of Lake Verity, appear by your side? But never mind that, it's all destroyed. My galaxy is gone. I won't allow this. I will capture those three again and craft another red chain. But before I even think about that, I'm going to completely crush you. Alright, straight into it then. Let's tango, bozo. Oh, are you still leading with a flying type? How sad for you. And I've got level advantage. Thunder God, show him the meaning of power. Look, we're at the, like, super anime finale. I can say cringe things if I want to, alright? My channel. Honchkrow do be looking fly, though. It's a cool Pokemon. I really would have liked to use one, but... whiffed all the places I could have... Everything just keeps coming up me. I can't believe it. You fool. I don't rely on physical attack. So, you see, this was all accidentally Galaxy Brain, because I was like, oh, Cyrus is right after this. I better lead with an electric thing. No, it absolutely wasn't. I'm just profiting through dumb luck again. Like, I knew Thunder God was going to be important for fighting him, but I didn't realize this important. Okay, Thunder God, we're going to need to cool it a little bit on these levels. Our level cap is 49 this week. What? Oh, that is a problem. Oh, and Ultima used up its berry. Okay, what kind of moveset you rocking on that thing? Night Slash, Brick Break, Ice Punch, X Scissor. Ultima should be fine. I'm just a little worried that it's gonna take too bad a hit on the swap in. Let me put in Brute Justice and just full scumbag maneuver this. I've got a stall Pokemon. I may as well make use of it, right? Brute Justice! Enjoy trying to break through this wall. Oh! Jesus. Well, if nothing else, I can hopefully get Toxic up. Fucking out. No more of that Night Slash garbage, please. Okay, Toxic. Now I can get off of Protect, and then I swap Brute Justice out. Because if it gets another crit like that, Brute Justice is done, and I'm gonna need him. Yep, you went for the kill shot there. Okay, let's think about this. Probably gonna go for Night Slash. Ultima gets hit neutral. Lurker below, go for the Intimidate drop. It's probably the safest move. I feel like I'm forgetting something. No, Lurker Below is pretty good at dealing with most of Weevil's... Weavile? Weevil? Weavile, I assume? Weavile's nonsense. Just hit him with that good old-fashioned return. We resist X Scissor. I don't care. You done, son! You done! Alright. Toxic Kick might not kill it. But I'm not really too worried. Oh, come on. It's so close. You couldn't make that go a little bit further? Oh no. Okay. My respect for you is growing a little bit, grudgingly. For you actually using full restorers instead of, you know, like super potions, like, say, the leader of Team Aqua did. Just as a completely random example. Anyway, the second return blows you up. Not sure why I didn't just go straight for Lurker Below. Alright, and you finish with Crobat. I admit that you have pushed me to this extreme. What kinda... Air Slash, Cross Poison, Confuse Ray, Bite. What is Cross Poison? That's... increased crit ratio. Should be able to hang in there for at least a hit or two. Let's see if I can just Ice Fang and end this. Should've known that was coming. That's fine. I've got Thunder God waiting in the wings, more or less untouched. Come on, Lurker Below, be a legend. God damn it. Alright, Thunder God, you're fresh. You got that Intimidate that you can apply to Crobat. No, Lurker Below is not as fast as Yuri. Yuri is an absolute speed demon. I wish Lurker Below was as fast as Yuri. Lurker Below has very good stats, but speed is not among them. Speed! Again with this crap. Oh, I really should have put on Lumberries. That and he hit me with a resisted move, so I don't know how hard he can hit Thunder God. What are my alternatives? Swap into Ripplasia, potentially eat a super effective Air Slash, which could be really bad. Ultima also eats a super effective Air Slash. Actually, Brute Justice is a pretty good option. Does this kind of reset the clock here? Yeah, okay. This should be a pretty safe swap. I obviously can't go for a toxic play here, but I can just take a hit or completely null out a hit. I gotta know. I gotta know. 92 down to 81. Okay, flinch. Fair enough. The only thing you have that has an increased critical hit ratio is Cross Poison, which I immune. I want to try. God damn it, you're going for Vimber tactics. How dare you use my own magics against me? Huh. Against the Crobat? I really expected that to do more. Anyway. Let's get another Intimidate attack drop down out on the field. Bite from 99 down to 87. Not bad. I think I gamble on Cross Poison not blowing us up too hard. And even if I confuse Ray self-damage, it shouldn't kill me. $87. Okay, only down to 65 and proc the Citrus Berry. Excellent. Yeah, we're looking great. This should end it. Sorry, Cyrus, but your circus is history. Get it? Because you tried to use the Pokemon Time to, like, remake the universe or whatever? And now you're just gonna be a footnote in the tale of my glory. I won't accept this. The power spoken of in mythology. I didn't just make it obey me, I made it my own. Oh, sorry, little piss baby. What is truly the ultimate to you? What do you consider perfection? The most important thing, what shines the brightest? Telling you is meaningless, but I will not give up. I will become a deity one day, and I will make the ultimate mine. Can we have, like, the police or something come in and just, like, oh no, he's got a Pokeball. Cap him right in the head. Body cameras off. I would. Oh god! Please tell me your raid didn't hear that. Hello! Welcome, Raiders! Let's give a shout out. My name is Vimbert. How was your stream? How was good old Doki Doki Literature Club? How far did you get? Did you hang in there? Did you have a nice weekend? I am a variety streamer. I'm currently playing Pokemon, doing a hardcore Nuzlocke I do with a few friends. We are just about to fight Dialga, the cover legendary. Oh, you didn't get to the nice weekend? I see, so I still can watch that live, perhaps. But yeah, get play together, stay together, or follow. They're good folks. Welcome Zed, welcome Fox, welcome Raiders. Hope y'all are having a good evening. How goes it? How was stream? Dialga, the Master of Time. It's impossible to tell if it is enraged or sad. But to me, Dialga appears to be waiting for you, Vimber. Club minus 4th member. Oh yeah! DDLC is stressful, gloriously so. You know, maybe if you'd made a better choice. It seems to be challenging you as a test. Go on, Vimber. Face up to Dialga. Listen to its heart. Understand its thoughts. Dialga's out of control after being dragged out by the Red Chain and forced to use its power. Dialga seems to be entrusting you with stopping it. Vimbert, I ran into Hewlin a little while ago. He said that he believed in you, Vimbert. He said that you could get the job done. I feel the same way. Please help that Pokemon. It's suffering from being dragged out by Team Galactic. Okay, I need to heal, though, because Cyrus lived up to his reputation a little bit. Got some good solid hits in on me. I'm definitely gonna have to watch the VOD of hanging out, because I will freely admit I'm one of those people that have watched multiple streamers and Let's Players just to see the reaction to that part if they're going in totally blind. Because that's quite a moment. And I have deliberately recommended the game to multiple friends just to know how they react to that one moment. You know, I'm just like, oh, it's, you know, it's a little creepy, but it's just like cute anime stuff. You'll love it. Anyway, Pokemon. Dialga is... Your voices were good from what I heard yesterday. Dialga is Steel Dragon, so... Let's see, I can't hit it with water thanks to the dragon type, so I'll need to hit it with fighting or ground. Hope we're doing them justice. Yeah, that's always the thing if you try to give voices to things. You definitely got my sympathies there. I struggle with that all the time. Like, one voice and it's croaking. Oh no. Get yourself some non-caffeinated tea there, Fox. Hope you can give your voice a rest. I am going to go for a potentially bold play here. One less... yes. One less character to voice, it's true. Okay, I'm gonna have Ultima, high jump kick God, and the wide lens means I'll have a near 100% accuracy with that. The backup plan is I put in Rafflesia, good old Rafflesia, my starter, and Earthquake it down. But I'm a little hesitant about that because I don't know if that's going to be strong enough. It knows Metal Claw, Ancient Power, Dragon Claw, Roar of Time. None of that should pose a huge problem. Might actually be easier to... But I think Rafflesia is easier to switch in than Ultima. Monica had... Oh, poor Monica, our goddess. She's done nothing wrong. Okay, well, let me make sure battle animations are still on. Let's fight a Dragon of Time. And this is, of course, a Nuzlocke, so we ain't using no legendaries. We're killing this thing. Dragon of Time, I'd like you to meet the Bloody Angel. High jump kick. Please let this one tap. It'd be great. It'd be great. Nothing to it. Easy dub. Easy dub. Oh, that's a huge relief. Oh god, I was so worried about that. Dialga returned to the world from which it came. Vimbert, I don't know how. You just kicked God in the face and it died. I'm like, yes. And having killed God, I have become God. And I just make uninterrupted eye contact without blinking for a minute. You were magnificent, truly. You were incredible. I've lived for 60 years, but I've never been thrilled like this. Since the last time, the professor did a lot of research. He became very concerned about you, Vimbert, so he came out to a place as treacherous as this. Vimbert, I'm so glad you're safe. Let's go home. God had a toothache and it's passed out. Ultima just went up there and was like, puny God. No one has the right to take away anyone's future or anyone's world. Oh, okay, I thought that was maybe... Oh, I gotta walk all the way back down the mountain, don't I? Unless I can escape, right? If I could escape rope, that'd be great. So it's not immediately revealed to all these lovely people that have come in through raids how much of a lack of sense of direction I have. Oh, thank God. I'm your dentist. Pretty much. Alright, so, you know, now that we've stopped the destruction of the universe and killed a god, you know, it's time to beat the last gym trainer. Gym leader. What do you mean, awkward story pacing? I don't know what you're talking about. Ah, crap, this isn't the exit. And I don't have anyone on my team that knows fly. I'm gonna be max repelling. Not because I'm afraid I can't kill anything in here, but one of the Pokeboomers rules is, wait, it's not in the medicine tab. I always forget. Is that if you encounter a shiny, you must catch it and you must use it on your team. And I'm really afraid of that happening because I like my team. Usually the final member is not a Bibarel, it is going to be a Gastrodon. I also have a Rapidash. I've kind of been going back and forth on which one I like. I think the Gastrodon's coming in this week because I'm facing down the Electric Gym. It almost feels like I should end off the stream there, but I do want to go a little bit further, so... Because tomorrow is when I'm trying to end off my gym fight for the week, and I have... oh yeah, I don't think I've mentioned this on stream too much. I'm actually getting interviewed. Another streamer that I know, mutual acquaintance of, Hugh, Leafy Tree, is going to be interviewing me tomorrow at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. We'll be talking about, you know, like, kind of how I do things, Pokeboomers, Shuffle Saturday. I don't know exactly what it's going to cover, but you might get a little bit more of an insight to the guy behind the amateur voice acting and the occasional peals of maniacal laughter. Yeah, should be fun. I just hope he doesn't ask me about the incident. The man, the myth, the legend. The man who never faced cams. Though really, that's more for your benefit than mine. Trust me. That's more for your benefit than mine. Man or machine? No. We've discussed this. When I release my VTuber model, I'm going to be a talking bottle of whiskey. It is well known. Alright, so I'm gonna get to town. Let me just go and pick up Amon. It feels weird for that to not be, like, the end of the game. Like, it kind of feels like... Because I haven't played these games before. So maybe, like, the Elite Four is suitably epic after this, but, like... Having not played the Gen 4 Pokemon games before, I feel like the devs, like, created that whole ending sequence, you know... You go up against the remaining commanders, you go up against a boss, you defeat a legendary Pokemon, and they're like, yeah, okay, the game can be over now. And Nintendo or somebody is like, no, pretty sure we have to do the Elite Four. They're like, but our cool dragon that was gonna destroy the world. You gotta do the Elite Four. It's Pokemon. Okay. Like, that's probably not exactly how it happened, but that's how it happened in my head. That's what I imagine. I imagine they had this bold artistic vision, and then the damn corpos screwed them over. You know? Also, I'm glad I pushed through, because I was not... Wait, have I caught something on Route 222 yet? Let me check the old Nuzlocke tracker. I have not! What can I encounter on this route? Mostly just to check to see if I should be fishing or anything. Mr. Mime, still haven't caught one of those. Just Mr. Mime. Okay. Eat 4 of these. How you say Ligma? Let's lead with a Mon, actually, because he is one of my better special attackers, but he's not overwhelming. So we should be able to chip down a Mr. Mime. Alright, under Pokeboomers rules, I get, because we can't catch duplicate Pokemon, I get 5 tries to catch something here. Try number 1 is a Floatzel. I caught a... what is it called? Weasel? So, since this is the evolution, this counts as a duplicate Pokemon. First duplicate. Can't escape because Amon is super slow. And now we're trapped. Off to a good start! Alrighty. I guess I'll just slam Ice Beams into you. Imagine if Amon just dies here. Ooh, that's not good. Defense drop is very no bueno. Freeze would have been really good there. Let's just recover. Let's just try and outlast here. Dude. Water Weasel thing. Can you not? Can you not? I'd appreciate it if you could just not. Second this thing gets released, I'm swapping to, like, Thunder God or something. Go for the freeze. That's a lot more damage than I want to see. Freeze. I feel the freeze. Don't put Slug in the salt water. Yeah, that seems bad. Okay, Amon was freed from Whirlpool. I'm swapping to somebody who can deal with this absolute nonsense. Thunder God, get in there. Don't worry, we are not putting Slug in the salt water. Though it does make it kind of weird that Slug can learn Surf then. And you can surf on the ocean with presumably no problems. I mean, I'd call out the game for animal cruelty, but it's Pokemon. It feels a little bit like a lost cause at that point, if I'm completely honest with you. Anyway, Thunderbolt kills this. That is our first duplicate encounter. I need to turn off combat animations because it's probably quite late for most people. I did another stream this morning, so I kind of need to be done, but I need to get through this next little part. Now let's do Operation Not Lead with my slowest moth, one of my slower Pokemon. How about Lurker Below? You know, the one I use when I have no idea what to do. Got 4 more shots at catching something here. Bust out the old Moo Moo Milk. Delicious. It's what slugs crave. It's over here. Looks like nothing. Attempt number 2, we have another one. I do need XP. actually. So I may as well down any of them that are stupid enough to get in my way. Actually, probably a really good grind spot, too, since these Pokemon are in their 40s. Yeah, Lurker Below is a strong girl. I almost, like, I wish I could have used Lurker Below to kill God. Oh, chat tracker died. Hang on, I see you guys saying things, sorry. One sec. Just gotta give it a kick. I've murdered a lot of mons in this grass. Yeah, Gastrodon is a fun one, and yeah, I managed to not ban Gyarados. Because, Hugh told me lots of times how good Gyarados is in this generation, and I was like, alright, I'll take your word for it. Try number 3. Wow! It's another otter! Or a weasel. And yeah, dual stream gate, really grinding. Star, I'm between jobs at the moment, so, I got the time to do some streams. Dragon Dance goes Bert. Yeah. Sounds about right. Speaking of which, gamers, did you know that Twitch has a promotion on? If you buy 2 new subs or 2 gift subs, you get 3 months free of Xbox Game Pass. I think there's like a thing you have to do on Twitch, so I don't know if it's automatic. I'm sorry, I should have looked into that. You know, just mentioning for no particular reason. Anyway, 3rd duplicate. Thanks, Star. I'm in no danger of starving anytime soon, but, you know, I got a few strong prospects out there. Try number 4. Okay, that's not a shiny. I have to remind myself every time my heart stops, because it looks different from my Gastrodon. That's just what they look like on this side of the mountain. I did have a shiny Golem. East, right. Okay, 5th one. I had a shiny Golem, and I killed it off because we had kind of a little bit of collusion between all 3 competitors. And, okay, 5th and final try. That's another Weasel. I do not get an encounter for this route. Every time I could have gotten a Mr. Mime. Or a Mime Jr. I've just whiffed. I haven't run into one in the 5 tries I get. Crazy. Yeah. Shiny Golem and a shiny Luxray, which is good because if you look down there, I managed to kill off my Luxia. Which felt real bad at the time. I was like, my run is over. I'm dead. So I'm glad I have one now. Like, some people have been kind of bad-mouthing the Luxray line, but it's been nothing but solid for me. But yes, so Avalon, Hugh, and I all had shinies. Oh, right. I forgot you were there. I'm quite bored, can't break the monotony. Yeah, Luxray's great, exactly. Rich boy Trey. So we all had shinies that none of us were very excited about. And so we're all like, hey, you know, there's a 5-point penalty in our competition for killing a Pokemon. But if we all kill a Pokemon, then it's kind of like none of us kill a Pokemon. And we didn't need to say anything more. The pact was made. We knew what we were about. So, let's see, I believe Hugh had a shiny Bidoof. Avalon had a shiny Geodude? Or was it the other way around? Shiny Geodude, okay. Gotcha. That's right, you got it to 18 and used self-destruct. I forgot. And see, in my case, I had a Graveler. The monotony was broken, but this guy could probably also be a good money farm. Only got 1 Pokemon. Easy to work around because it's electric type. Okay. Thank you guys so much for the raid. Enjoy grinding. Always do. Thank you for the raid, and thank you for dropping by. I'll see you some other time. Yeah, Shinx is great. I enjoy Shinx. I was glad to have a second opportunity at using him. Like I said, I'm probably just like pushing through to get to town, and then, you know, gotta do the off-stream grinding, and then the gym. Unless there's like a whole bunch of nonsense I should check. Is there like a whole lot of nonsense I gotta do to get into the gym? I don't care. Say sure. Need to bring Pokemon with small beach. You can surf. Zap plate them hands. Okay. Okay, doesn't look like there's a whole lot of other encounters, so yeah. I just push through the town. And then I'm basically done until the gym. Oh, that's a double battle. No thanks. No thank you. Nope, nope, nope. Don't need it. Don't need it. No thanks. Oh, God. What happens if you break through the window? Exactly. Now you're thinking with crime. Let's see just how bad this is. I mean, this is just basically your average Pokeboomer right here. Aging. Surrounded by Pikachus. I'm going for the Pokemon Championship with only Pikachu. I mean, big ups to the man. He knows his favorite, and he's going to try and make it work. I think that's great. It takes both brains and brawn when you're out at sea. Aye, it's not an easy job, the sailor's life. Sailor Luther. What is that? It looks so silly. Looks like a water type, so whatever. Lurker Below can probably just take it down with return. Yeah, get out of here, you silly little fish. A very silly guy. Ah, Gastrodon. We did. Twins. I know what this one's about. So let me bring out Rafflesia and introduce it to a good old-fashioned wood hammer. That was stronger than expected. Wood hammer! Oh wait, how bad's the recoil gonna hit me? I didn't even think about that. Ooh, this is why recoil makes me nervous. Jesus. Like, Wood Hammer's a great skill, but every time I use it, there's a little bit of butthole clenching. Ooh, I actually don't have anything that good at taking on a fighting type. I guess Brute Justice is good. No, if it has Guts, that's going to be a huge mistake. When in doubt, Lurker Below? Even if this thing is Rock Slide or something dumb, it shouldn't one-tap with an Intimidate drop. Okay, yeah, submission that's resisted thanks to Flying type. Thanks to Flying type on Gyarados, brand new sentence. I thought Vital Throw was... No, I'm thinking of Seismic Toss. Never mind. I was like, why didn't that just do 40 damage? But I was thinking of the wrong move. You see, I barely know Pokemon, and there's too much Pokemon going around in my head. Glob, glob, glob. Is it? Is it the final town? Hey, it's... Who are you? I'm sorry, what? Why were you training and dropping a brick on a snail? Please explain, Star. Yo, fellow trainer! Your Pokemon is secure inside their Pokeballs, but there's no masking that aura of serious toughness. Oops, sorry, I should introduce myself. The name's Flint. I'm one of the Pokemon Elite's... Oh, okay, one of the Elite Four just, like, walks up and is like, hey, what's up? That's weird. I feel weird about this. I just had this idea. Maybe you can pull it off. It's about this town's gym leader. He's really lost his enthusiasm lately because there have been so few good challengers worth his time. He's been so bored, he spends all his time renovating the gym. Then the blackout happened. That sure didn't help lift his mood. You know where I'm going with this, don't you? I need you to give him a battle that's so hot. It will reignite his passion for battling. I'm counting on you, Hotshot. Okay. Actually, no. I really like this town's theme. Let's get more of the town theme. He said, immediately walking into the Pokemon Center, which causes the music to cut out. Okay, so I am told I need to go to a lighthouse. And thankfully, unlike Gen 2, it's just a matter of just walking in and being like, hey, what's up? You're the gym leader, right? I'm gonna wipe the floor with you. And he's like, right. And then goes to his gym. Or something like that. Because I've started to reach that, well, no, we're past that 3 hours streaming mark where I start to get a little loopy. With most streams. Doesn't seem to happen with Fire Emblem for some reason. Not sure why. What is this? Oh, Sunny Shore Market. I'll have to check that out. It's a blank sign painted white? What? Where is this rumored like lifting him up bricks from... Oh. That's a shame. Well, I'm sure it taught you a very important lesson, Star. I mean, you were young. Can't really be blamed for that. Sorry, who are you?
My name is Jasmine, and I'm a gym leader. Oh, I'm sorry, not the gym leader of this town. I'm a gym leader in the Johto region. It would be nice if you knew about the Johto region. Oh, if you don't have the gym badge, you'll be forced to turn back.
She's the Steel gym leader, right? I found her pretty forgettable, sadly. Okay, let me just... Flint, where's this gym leader? Is he, like, at the bar or something? Or, I'm sorry, probably the juice bar. He hasn't come back yet. When he does, give him a battle that's so... Counting on you. Ah, yes, my greatest foe. Basic directions. Let's just go into random people's homes. I don't see anyone... Oh, no. That was where the downward spiral began. I think for me, it was just sunburning really easily, and I was like, nah, screw this, I'm just gonna be on the computer all the time. Ooh, Thunderstone. Okay, that looks like a lighthouse. Neat town. It feels like kind of reverse Venice. Like there are bridges over the front door leads straight into an elevator? Okay, then. You look important. What does Volkner look like? I don't know what kind of voice to give him. Hang on, I'm looking up what Volkner looks like. Okay, he looks kind of cool. I'll make him sound a little cool. So you're the latest challenger up against the Sunny Shore Gym. Alright, I've decided. If I find you to be weak, I'm going to challenge the Pokemon League. I'm all done with renovating the gym, so I don't need to be here. More than anything, I want to have battles that can thrill me again. As the toughest gym leader in Sinnoh, I'm going to unleash everything in my arsenal on you. Alright. That was easy. Ha! Yeah, I should sprinkle in the odd, like, Daddy-O or something. That's probably more even farther back, but... Yeah, I get that vibe. Or, you know, at least, like, from the grunge era. But I think that is going to do it for me. I will be back tomorrow at around 5 p.m. Going to start a little earlier, because again, I have that interview with Leafy Tree, like I mentioned, so I want to make sure I finish with plenty of time to spare. Going to be taking on the gym. It'll be a short stream, but should be a good one. Might do a day stream Thursday for Fire Emblem. Friday, of course, is going to be the podcast and PvP of this whole crazy challenge over on Hugh Gaming's channel. Link to that is dropped in the chat. And then, of course, Saturday, I think I have family coming to town. I haven't heard anything in like a few days, but I might stream Saturday. It's kind of up in the air. So, watch this space, I guess? I don't know. That is going to do it for me. Thank you, everybody, for coming out. Thank you, Zed, Fox, and Hugh for the raids. Thanks everybody for spending a little bit of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it may be for you. If you're watching the VOD after the fact, I see you. I appreciate you. I am going to give a raid to my friend Brian J. He is streaming Darkest Dungeon. He also runs a little bit of a wrestling betting minigame on his streams. It's a fun time. He's a good guy. Yeah, see you, Starby. And to everybody else, thank you again. My name's Vimbert, and I'll see you around the internets.